started the stream.
Yeah. I get to get up at like 7 tomorrow.
You don't know it, but I started the stream.
Oh, see, I totally expected that. Alrighty. I'm excited.
I'm also excited. I guess I should be telling the usual suspects. Hey! Yeah, we got the whole squad!
Oh, there's Soren. I was in the middle of messaging you.
Now they can all judge us. Yep, the gang's all here.
Incredible. Even some people I don't know about.
Mm-hmm. You will.
Yeah.
Angry frog scream. I put Sakura and Hina next to each other, which makes me very happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last time we were in the trash. Will we get out of the trash? Let's find out. Hi, Junko.
If I happen to have food in my mouth, will you take over for me?
Yeah.
Alright. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game again, and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now...
Anyway...
Right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Mookero Yakisoba. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, the door. There's a door.
It's locked, but we have a way to open this door.
Kyoko.
Kyoko, please open the door. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? That one thing we don't have to be intentionally vague about because we're nowhere near Monokuma right now? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the Headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the Mastermind. I would never part with it.
And it can open any door in the school, right?
Use Kyoko on the door.
That's right.
Kyoko is the key.
To my heart.
And we should be able to use it on that door, right?
Can we hit the door now?
Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out.
Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole.
Kyoko.
And then...
Click.
Yes! It opened!
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go.
Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief. Because the real fight had just begun.
Is that a Minecraft log? Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. Did Makoto write that?
I'm sure he did. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel, extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey,
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you.
Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work?
How long?
so...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Oh.
Is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us.
Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it.
Pride.
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence.
A conscious effort.
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride.
Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, I was looking up info about the school online. I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride.
Huh?
In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do.
But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father.
Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However...
There is something I want to say to him, though.
What?
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face.
What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him.
Sever.
The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future.
However...
But he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. As young as I was, he left me behind.
I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective.
I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, but what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional.
I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
But there's one thing that I can never forgive.
Really?
so
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
however,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago.
But your family, to just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family?
Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing.
Kyoko disowns her father by picking him up and yeeting him.
I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top.
Makoto butt shot.
Looks like this is it.
indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us.
We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. Nice ass. He has no cake. He's lacking thickness. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble.
Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease. And so,
Hello, Hope's Peak Academy.
looks like we're back.
But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted.
I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you.
No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor.
Alright.
Hey, Kyoko, what do we do?
So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the Mastermind finds out... And I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried?
Yeah, of course.
So then,
Then let's just get a concrete answer.
Huh?
in other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping.
Wait, that's...
however,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away.
As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now?
Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the Mastermind is the one that's ensnared.
The Mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
so
The Mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mookero's death. There was a moment when the Mastermind let their guard down.
Wait, Kyoko, could you remind me who Mookero is? One more time. There was?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. Kyoko has biggest dick energy. It'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. Makoto, what if he finds us, Kyoko? Oh, we'll let him find us. That should help with our negotiations.
I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Bitch better be ready. Boingy, boingy, boingy.
Wait a minute, where are we?
In the dorms.
Oh, okay. That was. I'm not used to seeing that wall.
Yeah. There was no reason for us to go back there. I'm running all the way there for dramatic effect. Boingy, boingy, boingy. You can tell I've been watching Animaniacs. Shit, I forgot what number the 16th student is and what her talent, what her despair being the ultimate was. That's a hell of a sentence. Brand new sentence. Hello, Mr. Monokuma?
Well now.
Kyoko, I don't mind so much.
I don't believe it!
But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here?
That's not. Well, that's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay?
You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
Shing!
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again.
Angry!
And this time I won't leave anything to chance.
Kyoko.
Right.
Do whatever you feel you have to.
What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
no.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh?
I lose?
Hey!
You, explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
Because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation, no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery.
Alter ego.
You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mookero, you did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't.
Don't just say it like that.
What is this, a comedy routine? To take such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't
Make-
matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth.
Boom, boom.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased.
Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mookero's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say?
Fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mookero's killer, of the Mastermind themselves. But what reason would the Mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word.
Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed.
Barry?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I am prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown!
He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
All the mysteries.
That's right. Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mookero's death and solve the mysteries of the school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair?
I honestly can't believe this is how it all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? You don't have to be suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mookero is no exception to that.
Huh. Mookero's trial is no exception. Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mookero...
You can see the smoke coming out of Mookoro's head. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What?
Listen.
Are you telling the truth?
Why did he go quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm really angry.
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya?
Why so mad?
He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey,
Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair. Lots of poo-hoo-hoo.
Hey,
Come on, Mookero, let's go.
Okay.
Lots of poo-hoo-hoo.
We're gonna show back up in Heroes and be like, oh, it's a ghost! Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym.
Got water on myself.
I could hardly believe it, but
Poo-hoo-hoo intensifies.
somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt.
Hey, Kyoko.
Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us.
Yeah, true.
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal.
But honestly, why would the Mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so,
They had no choice but to accept.
Huh.
because,
It's all because of that one moment that the Mastermind let their guard down, like I said.
So when was it the Mastermind let their guard down?
so,
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the Mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right?
Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right?
Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow, the Mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult.
A reason.
so,
Welcome back! They had to show the world something, no matter the cost, us killing each other.
They wanted to show the world.
it would seem,
The Mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. All their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that.
Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words,
So the Mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world.
But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely.
Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept.
You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the Mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, is the ultimate despair.
What? Okay, I'm gonna be taking
A food break, so I am Mookero now, haha. They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the Mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The Mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the Mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the Mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished.
Why would you show us this?
But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the Mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the Mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
Indeed.
Ah, Sonic piss. I also don't like honey. Like, the taste of honey makes me kind of want to throw up.
Really?
If I can taste it, more than anything else, I feel like I'm gonna gag.
Oh, I love honey.
It has to be even with everything else.
Okay, I can get that.
Anyway, to prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the Mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations.
I'm sorry. Apparently that was really loud. I'm sorry.
But all that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the Mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the Mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue. Well, you're Makoto, honey.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd showed my uneasiness, that would have made you just that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic. Oh, Makoto. Sweet
Poor
baby
guy.
boy. Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time,
Correct.
or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing.
You're right.
Oh, hey. He's back!
If we can't defeat the Mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Sweetwater. But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on.
True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the Mastermind.
Work together with everyone.
However,
Is that really possible?
Huh?
anyway,
Right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Run back for dramatic effect. Man. Kyoko really just had to be like, and then the Mastermind killed Junko.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kyoko. Really cool.
Thanks.
Thanks. Horse. Thank you. Horse.
Horse. And suddenly we were greeted with, you again. Is he broken?
I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit.
Jeez. What the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about.
Couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief.
Monokuma just came in and key smashed. Me a gay. Same.
Is that Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
The ghost!
Survived?
Jeez.
Look
You're
at
like a
Toko
stubborn
smiling.
cockroach, you know that?
Wow.
Toko's happy we're back.
I'm just asking to make sure. But...
Hero.
Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. Byakuya's a friend?
Look how shocked Byakuya is. That's a lot for him.
I can't believe Toko's actually smiling about this.
I know.
What the hell? As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
Aw. Never change, hero. Never change.
What?
What's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks.
It's Makoto! He smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoo, shoo!
That's funny coming from you, Toko.
She took care of the odor problem, though.
Bark.
And in a flash, my tears dried up.
Hey, Kyoko.
Makoto,
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain. Explain what?
Well, let us explain.
But is it okay that you're here? What if the Mastermind catches you?
it's true.
It's related to what I have to tell you all.
I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mookero's trial.
Huh? Wait, what? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right?
No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer. And of course it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the Mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the Mastermind killed Mookero?
That's right.
It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the Mastermind. Mookero spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Mookero?
You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
however,
But executing Mookero, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The Mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the Mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the Mastermind that's ensnared, that's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here.
That's no surprise.
For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again. Later. So knowing all of this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mookero, right? So our job is to expose the Mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct?
Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Every last mystery?
But
But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh no!
Everyone?
I hate
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
but
Figuring out who the Mastermind is, and how they killed Mookero, and all the school's mysteries? It's a pretty tall friggin' order.
Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries.
I'm not so sure about that.
Huh?
I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone.
You can't agree. Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his.
Hint.
A student.
Yeah.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
Huh?
But why?
So, in other words...
If the Mastermind really is the one who killed Mookero, as Kyoko says, then the Mastermind would have had to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mookero, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
In other words...
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the Mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mookero and you get 16. You feel me? Oh man.
There he is.
Peter Griffin. So the Mastermind would have to be one of them?
That's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the Mastermind is one of us?
no way.
You can't be serious.
Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have said that just to confuse us.
This feels like debating, like, during Awakening. He just said it as just to make us second guess.
Yeah. It was a red herring.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The Mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible.
But if one of us was the Mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right, right?
Maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand.
In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us.
Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of conversation.
Well, maybe, but still.
Ding dong bing bong.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of
For
fairness,
you.
I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever
splendid.
way you see fit.
He's back to
And
normal,
We can all
yeah.
meet up at the class trial,
Now he can get
okay?
everywhere. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
Oh.
Okay.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation.
But,
I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway. Of course you
In
were.
the name of my family.
In the name of my family. At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then.
well, no.
After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master! He didn't take me with him!
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you were like... coffee with cream without the cream, or coffee. In the name of my family.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Very good. You're totally useless. So, bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself, too.
just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the Mastermind's identity. Okay, Hiro. I'd like to see that. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
cause, I
But
mean,
up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. Hiro, no offense, but what are you gonna do alone? Soren, you fool, he's gonna get high as fuck. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto. That's really nice of you to say.
but,
But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless. He's gonna astral project, smoke some weed. So I figure at least here in the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
I thought she left.
I thought she left too! Hey, Kyoko.
So, you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us.
I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found.
Nice rhyme.
Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school.
We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto,
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary.
We can go through the Monokuma door.
We can go through the Monokuma door.
With that, Kyoko was gone. Leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the Mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the Mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the Mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mookero's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mookero Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying somewhere in the school,
The one they call the ultimate despair.
then we'll know who the Mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. Headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that were connected to the murder. Which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started.
Places to check.
You
We're
wrote
gonna
it
make a
down.
list. What a good boy.
Nice.
So you wanted to go Monokuma door, right?
Monokuma door.
Ultimate Chief Whip. Yeah, we are planning on finishing the game this stream.
Francis Urquhart. The 16th student lying somewhere in the school. The one they call the Ultimate Chief Whip. Watch out for him.
Ultimate General to save some time. Oh, Makoto, are you here to look around too?
Is that what you're doing here?
Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in the school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But
Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I mean,
Because it might explode, right? And that really sucks, so you open it.
I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Well, let's do it.
You.
Okay, so I guess I'll open it.
Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded.
Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it.
Okay, go ahead.
Everything will be okay, right? Alright, there goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected.
Mookero just like throws himself at the door and it opens very gently.
There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was,
Oh, this place is totally sci-fi.
yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Ooh. Let's check the monitor. What is this device? Looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though. Like some kind of military installation or something.
Abel's office looking sick though.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it.
Oh. Cockpit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons.
Hold on, you can't just or whatever something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push?
You crack the case, Abel is the mastermind, we can finish the game now. Hina blows up the whole school.
I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The one that says data center.
Data center. I took a good look at the control panel. The font seems the same as... Is that Hero's handwriting? I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center... That's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here.
But what about this?
There's some kind of hatch on the floor. But right now I need to go check out the data center.
Okay, fuck off, Mookero. Hero is secretly a genius and his giant brain is stored in his hair.
Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma?
Hey, Monokuma, what's up?
I'm not used to being able to highlight Monokuma. That's weird. Hey.
Roar! Give me all your donuts!
Is that you, Hina?
What? Aw, man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup?
You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button.
Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Aw, man.
Circle dropped his phone again.
Damn it. I need to stop putting it there. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it, and the control panel inside.
Hina.
Do we have an endless supply of bombs to blow shit up with now?
Whoa, hey Mookero, what the heck was that just now?
Monokuma,
What do you mean?
what you were controlling just now. It was Monokuma.
Huh? Monokuma? What, for real?
Yup, It looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center with all the monitors. In other words...
Hey,
Mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time.
Kyoko's theory was right.
But
If the Mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right?
I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true...
Students.
Then the Mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right?
What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making.
Oh no, it's nothing.
Oh, okay.
What about you? Is everything okay?
Oh, well, it's just... This is where the Mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something.
Can't say it isn't possible. But I really hope it's not true.
So, like, you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out.
Yeah, good point. We can't waste all of our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going?
Yeah.
We can't...
The hatch, though. Oh.
Are you shitting me?
But
We should have checked the hatch first.
we should have checked the hatch first. Oh, click.
As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that?
The door, it just locked on its own.
What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked. But why?
Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted.
Monokuma?
just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving.
Then that room.
yeah.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So, right now you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo!
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch?
No way. That hatch on the floor.
Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating.
If it can't be opened from the outside, then how'd you get into it?
I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace! He's gone, but
So,
was he telling the truth? The Mastermind was hiding in there?
In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh? Then, when I said we should leave,
Well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
sorry.
okay.
Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left.
That makes it sound like you're gonna die. Pee.
Pee.
You're right. There's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later.
Hina took off at a full sprint. And I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward.
Okay.
Oh, you're going backward.
Yeah.
You said that's the only way forward.
Okay. Funny guy.
It was joke. You like joke. You like comedy routine. I'm not good at comedy. I'm not good at joke. Okay, where do we want to go next? Where do you say it was locked? The dorm's on the second floor.
Yeah. You want to go there?
Yeah.
Okay. Hallway pool. No. Stairs,
Wait,
stairs.
what's that door?
This one? That's the storage room.
Oh, okay. I'm not as familiar with this map as I thought I was. Gates open.
Look at these stairs.
Yeah. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms. Which means I have to do it.
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
This is the second floor of the dorms. It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up in here or something. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
The blood spot.
Yeah,
Someone got hella crushed there.
that's real blood, not that Pepto-Bismol shit. Okay. Alright. Is this a door we can enter? Let's enter.
There's blood splatter everywhere. You know we had to do it to him.
Alright, bed. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage.
It looks pretty intact to me. Just with some blood on it.
The beds look really
Nice!
boxy, don't they?
Yeah. Bathroom.
I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble.
That's it.
Alright.
Impale student. It's just a prank, bro. A bathroom.
This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in.
Oh, he's so polite.
Jono, your life is on the line.
He's too polite. He can't. There is absolutely nothing in here. But the
It's a nice
fish.
bathroom.
The fish. The fish still haven't committed a murder. They're really suspicious. I think there's a line.
Suspicious?
Suspicious. I think there's a line about that's a giraffe coming out of a locker. There's a line Makoto says if you look at the fish in one of the bathrooms, and he's like, "Well, I know for sure the fish aren't the culprit."
This room is filled with lockers. Must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us.
Long horse.
Nobody commented on that dumb pun I made. The class before ours must have used these lockers.
Time to hit everything.
It is not illegal to go into the women's bathroom. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way.
Oh, yay! There's a coin, though.
Alright, let's check them all then. I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Also, my ears are ringing. Why? Please stop. This is the worst. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope. Locked. Just break it. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all. Pretty pretty similar to the card readers from the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So what does that mean? Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then...
Bzz.
No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. I wonder if I can open this locker. Oh god.
How about this metal plate?
There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I've already said this, but I'm gonna say it again.
There's so many.
Is there anything to be found in this room?
Not at present.
Okay. Well, let's just go. Nice graffiti, though.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice giraffe.
Oh, hey. A room that's relatively intact, perhaps.
It's illuminated. It must be one we can go into and find something. So many circles.
Oh, this is nice. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room.
Hi. Kyoko.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time.
Huh? A regret?
Kyoko, what's good?
Kyoko looks almost meek right now.
She doesn't look any different to me.
Yeah. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her.
What's a giraffe? I only know long horse.
It's a giraffe.
Look at all the liquor he's got.
Yeah? You partying it up in here? Respectable.
Headmaster's getting crunk.
Let's pour one out for the ones we've lost. This desk is home to a computer.
Look at his monitor.
Nice.
That monitor is very square. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
He can't view anything in widescreen. No.
It's like, it's not even square, it's like vertically oriented rectangle.
Well then, this.
There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Alright.
Oh.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it.
Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
in other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure.
Damn.
Got him! But any information about the Mastermind is helpful, right? Also, I just want to point out, Makoto's known this entire time since she told him that the Mastermind is her dad. So why was he all about, but he's your family, right? You gotta forgive him, right? What the fuck was up with that? This dude just killed all our friends. He needs to be thrown down a trash compactor.
Oh my god.
Forgive who?
Mookero gets fucking drunk as shit and throws the trial. The Mastermind killed Max. No, this wrong.
I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have.
Ultimate despair.
Well, that's ominous.
Fear. Are we sure the Mastermind is the Headmaster? Good question.
Well, I mean, we're not sure, but Kyoko and Makoto are sure. So, it doesn't make sense for Makoto to have been like, are you sure you want to disown him? There should have been no question in his mind.
Makoto is a good boy, very nice.
Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
It's strangely door-shaped.
So,
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out.
Breeze.
indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall.
If that's an enclosed space, then there shouldn't be a breeze. That's not how air pressure works. Open space. Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room?
I think I might know how to open it.
You know how to open it. Did you figure out some kind of trick or something? She just walks over to it and pushes.
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there.
Hangman's Gambit. You're right, but that's not nearly enough to go on.
it's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time I wasted on this,
Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Oh, sorry, I was just thinking of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it? Just to be sure?
Well,
it's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want.
Okay. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might have just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong.
Okay.
Hangman Gambit, how do you spell her name?
In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in,
Tokyo Kirigiri.
Beep. Grrr.
It hella opened.
what? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
why?
Kyoko. Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim.
Tokyo Kirigiri.
Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed only on one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Don't like that.
What do you want to look at?
Well, let's look at everything except the present first.
Okay.
I'd better check out the suspicious present before I do anything. Okay.
The present.
There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Mookero.
Be careful, Mookero.
Why? You think it's dangerous?
No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably.
Huh?
It would seem...
If it's what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see.
Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay?
Oh no! Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Oh my god. Is it a head? Is it Sayaka's head? Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Well, I was kind of right. It was a head. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. Skelly, no!
Nah, Skelly, he's alright. He's just visiting. What?
Look at Skelly, Mookero.
Is this Papa Kirigiri? Just as you thought. How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body.
That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box.
Sans. My father.
Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him.
Are you serious? Is this Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for. Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer.
He's somewhere in the school.
A man in his late 30s. Hold on just a moment. It's a man in his late 30s. And Kyoko's, let's say, 16? Okay, maybe. He would have had to have been, on the younger side to have a kid. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing math wrong. Oh, anyway. Late 30s, nah. Okay. It makes sense. Bean, you okay?
Beanie. You good, Miss Bean?
Yeah. I love you.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Beanie break. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school. But the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students.
Hey, sweet bean.
When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words...
You can't have my food.
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption, anyway.
As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But that was all there is to it. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder.
Yeah, so remember the intro with the rocket?
Oh no! What?
That was us watching Kyoko's dad get savagely murdered.
Oh no! What the fuck? What?
Yeah. That was Kyoko's dad.
Oh my god!
Because there he is.
Huh? This picture. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. I can't believe that's her natural hair color. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
Why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now?
Burn it. Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. How'd you guess?
Look how happy she is. She's so cute.
Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself. To cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here.
She's purring.
She's gripping me.
She will not let go.
Her claws are embedded in my chest.
You will not move, Beanie
Oh.
says.
Like every couple of seconds she squeezes.
Beanie.
It hurts.
Let go, Beanie.
Please? Thank you.
Oh, Bean. You silly girl.
And now he's abandoned me again. And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father?
Kyoko.
What's in here? Kyoko's having, like, an intense emotional crisis, and Makoto's like, what's in this drawer?
This filing cabinet, which looks like a dresser, but is actually a filing cabinet. Looks like the kind of place you'd find a clue. I should take a closer look. But I don't think Kyoko would like some stranger touching her dad's stuff.
Hey,
It's fine. Check whatever you want.
Are you sure? Okay then.
He went to the moon, man.
I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top.
Amnesia taught me to start from the bottom, Makoto. God.
But all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
well,
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
now,
If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate.
The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission, even though she just gave it to me.
Hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like.
Are you sure?
because
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't.
Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this? It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, "In case of emergency." I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
in other words,
A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is.
Mookero. I think you're probably right.
it would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it?
Huh? But Kyoko...
I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here.
Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay?
Hey,
Listen, Makoto,
Huh?
can I ask you a favor?
A favor? What is it?
so...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but
Hey,
could you leave?
Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit.
Kyoko.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just
I
a
need
second.
to get my emotions in order.
You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. But
Maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily.
you're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself.
Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Alright.
It makes it worse and better at the same time, though. Yeah?
Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me.
You just open a box and find a dude's skeleton.
Yeah. Find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the Mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster. Killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the Mastermind. Which means the Mastermind's true identity is... 15 of us met in the mail hall? The mail hall?
The mail hall?
Add Mookero to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead.
Well, there they all are.
Oh. Even Mookero. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. And there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be.
Bye-bye.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Ugh. This is doing my brain a confusion. Awkward.
In we go.
Let's open those lockers.
Let's open the giraffe.
I sure hope there's actually a giraffe in here. I wonder if I can open this locker. Oh.
No, not your handbook.
Oh, there we go. What about that emergency handbook I found in the Headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. Alright, just what I was hoping for.
Good boy.
Now let's see what we've got inside. This locker's totally disorganized. Is this Hero's shit? Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life.
What do you want to look at?
Let's look at the crystal ball. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Alright.
Go down the line.
Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait. Aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Oh my god! Not that I can really talk.
Oh, Mookero.
I'm trying to act as casual and natural as possible. I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Oh my god! Oh my god! There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written, Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes.
Can't be. He takes notes.
Which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook?
Locker notebook. I think that was everything in here.
Please don't tell me, Hiro. Okay. Locker. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Just a weird giraffe in here. This thing is practically empty.
Why would you say that? There's only one thing in here.
There's just one thing. Some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. Makoto! You're in a life or death situation here. It looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Like, they have a font for handwriting. Hero!
It's all hero!
It's all hero! I was flipping through the pocketbook. My hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there. Words I'd heard before.
There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father.
This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was. And I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to.
Sayaka says Chet.
The pocketbook belongs to Hiro! Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hadn't seen her dad since she left when he was since he left when she was little. Yes. What does this all mean? What does it mean?
Yeah, take a nap. Naps are more important. And you can come back when we get down to business.
I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this?
What? What is this?
What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Okay, let me read it. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. But the more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook seems like it belongs to Hiro. And a pocketbook, it seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. Alright, let's move on. No. Ah. Come on.
That's all of them.
That's all.
What's y'all's theories currently?
Giraffe.
Giraffe is your theory. Yeah, that's fair.
There's so many things going on. Also, I really want to see, like... I don't know what I'm saying. Forget
what I say. Where else did we need to go?
There was another lock.
The headmaster's room. is
Headmaster.
better.
Oh, hey, that song's playing.
Mm-hmm. My jam. More realistic people. Oh no!
You gotta replace one of them with Hirohiko Araki. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be the first time I'm seeing it for myself.
Makoto, it's you.
Oh, Byakuya.
Let's not talk to Byakuya.
Come on.
Ah!
Hey, Makoto.
Not possible.
Are you ignoring me? You think I'll forgive that just because you're you?
Such ignorance.
When we get out of here, remember this moment. I love how he knew we were ignoring him. Oh, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting?
Sure, Byakuya. What do you mean, something interesting?
Take a look at this.
Just take a look at this.
It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk.
Class number
Souvenir.
Class number Class number 78. Student registry.
It contains profiles for all of us. And Mookero.
So, in other words...
Apparently, class number 78 refers to us.
Wait, when we found Mukero's profile in Kyoko's room.
I see.
He really said give me praise or else. That's right. It also mentioned class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words...
there can be no doubt Mookero was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us.
Mookero Ikusama. The 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it.
You're not gonna tell us she's laying hidden somewhere in the school? And that she's the ultimate despair? And to watch out for her? But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. She must have been in a hurry. I'm glad I did that.
Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point?
She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page.
First page.
Correct. Mukero's profile actually contains 2 pages.
What?
So, in other words...
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mookero that we still didn't have.
What kind of information is it?
Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you?
What was the point of talking to you? We were gonna look for ourselves.
Yeah! It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue.
I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report.
Me every time Byakuya talks.
Incredible. I like that Makoto's acknowledging now that he's tired of Byakuya's shit.
Mookero reappeared suddenly in the background of and in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair.
She has a stand?
Byakuya has a sub-kink, leave him be. No! Right now I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group.
All signs point to yes, that's all I'm gonna say. He's got Toko. They fit together. They're like that. You can't see me, but my hands are locked together.
Whatever it is, Mookero definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the ultimate despair.
I said the thing.
And I need to pay attention to Mookero's behavior, too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students, after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures.
Mookero was a part of the ultimate despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mookero and the Mastermind are allies? Wait a second! Hold on! No scars. No battle scars.
Mm-hmm.
And the body had scars all over the body.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't Mookero. The ultimate despair is Fenrir. So that was just another member of Fenrir. And Mookero is still alive. So why? Why would they kill Mookero? Plus, even the Headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mookero was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mookero was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto?
Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought.
Boom. 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 Boom.
But I should probably point out one other thing. There's an important bit of information within the file that you should note.
What is it?
Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. A girl who seems to be included as part of our Class 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. Well, it's got her name right there!
See, in case you weren't able to tell, they put her name right beside it, so so someone as smooth-brained as you could figure it out.
And further information about that girl is included in the file.
The file you just read.
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. And it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32.
Those are her vitals? Those are not her vitals!
Those
what the fuck is wrong with you, Byakuya?
Byakuya. Well, what do you think? What do I think? He says.
Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean...
Is he trying to say... there's a chance the body isn't actually Mookero? Is that what he's saying?
He just wants some. Personally, what I'm thinking
Well, he
seems
can go
all
get
but
some!
impossible.
He's got some waiting back there for him! He can have it anytime he wants! Why has he got a thirst over Mookero?
But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business.
So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. He sits and jerks into this picture.
Makoto yells out that the body has big boobs, and Byakuya goes, oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, and one last thing.
Don't come back in here. I'm busy.
It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention.
Advice for me?
You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well.
It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help me.
Well, don't put too much faith in her.
Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford.
What are you saying?
Just what I think. Call it a hunch.
A hunch? Excuse me.
But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will.
I'll keep it in mind. Thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks. Hey, Pete. You coming back? You just hopped down. Alright. Oh, it's the sword. These are trophies and even a shield in the display case. Monitor. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious.
Anything else in here? Oh, there's something behind Byakuya. Just some books.
Bookshelf seems really well made and it's filled with files and thick books.
Thick.
Did we check the desk?
Oh.
SMU student registry.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're not going to get any more out of that. Just Mookero's profile.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to look at heroes.
We're not gonna look at heroes.
Or Kyoko's, for that matter.
Upstairs we go.
Never thought I'd say it, but I trust Byakuya more than I trust Hiro. What the hell is the world coming to?
Yotogami, get your fat ass out of the way.
Oh, fuck. Okay, what do we got? Sure. Okay, let's go check the body.
Okay.
And I guess we wanted to head back to the dojo at some point.
Apparently.
Huh? It's gone. Mookero's body. It's not here? Well. Shit. Check the chicken coop.
The chicken coop!
There's still just 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that.
Makoto.
Terrible.
Oh, Makoto.
Oh no! Was she fed to the man-eating flower? Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. I'd better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything close to the dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be. I have no idea where. But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. The tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. I still want to know why the pickaxe says Crazy Diamond. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet. Which means the killer must
You okay?
might have left some other clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab. Then this originally came from the Biolab? Oh yeah, we can get in there now!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah!
Circle blue screen for a second.
Yeah, I can't speak. I'm tongue-twisting words constantly, and it's bothering the fuck out of me, honestly. That's all I really needed to check here. Can you take over for a while?
Yep.
Alright.
But where could her body have been? I'd better start looking for it. So the biolab.
Biolab.
Y'all don't want to stop by the bad room?
We can stop by the bad room if you want.
Go check out Mondo's butter body.
Raw.
Raw.
Welcome back to WWE Monday Night Raw. Oh, here I am in the. Oh wait.
Yeah, I was reading.
Sorry.
Here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I
feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Okay, Makoto, we get it. It's cold. Seriously, why is it so cold? Oh, man. Well, the monitor, obviously. There are icicles hanging from the monitor. Okay. Well.
Well, we found some tarps.
There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately.
It just hit me.
It's so cold. Why is it so cold in here? It's the first thing I need to figure out.
Is it?
Is it?
Probably it is.
Some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights.
No, Makoto. That's the right side.
But on the other side...
There's nothing on the other side!
There's some kind of weird machine. I've seen something like this before. Ah, that's it! I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff.
Oh wait, I see what he's talking about now. Okay.
It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue?
Oh no!
I should probably take a closer look around.
Are there 16? Oh my god. Oh my god. All of our friends are in this room!
Look at all those pizza ovens.
Well, we know there's butter in at least one of them.
Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have been activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anybody can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package.
Leather.
This is the instruction manual for the fridge. I hate that he's calling it a fridge. Well, there is butter in there, so that's something. Stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately.
Okay, well, fuck. I guess we're gonna have to start opening them. Oh my god. Can we just get to it, boy?
But only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right-handed lights are off. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. Biolab secret. And about those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue. Another one of the victims is...
Wait a second. Okay, hold on.
I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died. And that's defeat the Mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option.
Let me... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Okay.
Oh, he's just repeating that.
So, can we not open the morgues things?
Evidently not.
We need to see the body!
Apparently Makoto's okay with just leaving. Hello, bad room. How you doing?
We need to check her measurements!
We need to go back here for some reason.
Hey Kyoko, you want to come check some bodies? You're good at that. I think.
Hi, Toko.
Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue.
Fine, we can go into the bedroom once.
Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have had to have something, right? There wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing.
Aren't you into that?
Nobody's gonna say that. Master will! I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that! I'm sick of always being looked down on! Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going.
Naughty children get put into the bathroom.
Makoto, can you say something nice to her so she shuts the fuck up? Please? Oh.
I don't think there was anything else in here. Toko was like, there's nothing in here, so I guess that serves. Oh.
Oh dear.
Makoto say her scissor skills are amazing.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely?
That can be taken wrong, sure
Then,
can.
Since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap.
When did Bean get on my lap?
That's a good question. When did she get there? Like, I registered that she was there, but it didn't register that she just ended up there.
I haven't moved from this spot. How did she get here?
She really just hopped up inexplicably. I mean me. What a good girl.
Just sort of here, I guess, yeah.
She learned from the best.
She's a ninja.
She's a cat, don't ask her questions.
She scared me. I thought she was gonna bite me.
Cats can
Turned
teleport.
around real suddenly, and she's licked.
But even knowing that... You
Can you
said
move your hand?
To go to the gym, right? Bean, can you move your hand, please? Hi, Hero.
Oh, hey, Hero. Makoto? Why'd you act so surprised?
Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say?
Makoto's balls just dropped.
I totally forgot. I totally didn't realize that was Mookero. I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him. This is the gag for the moment. What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero.
There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker.
They have the same voice now.
Has he been hiding
Something this whole time. I'm still laughing about it.
Oh, hey, Hero.
Oh, hey, Hero. What are you doing, Makoto? Oh, nothing. I'm Monokuma.
Is it only Hero and Monokuma in here?
Hello, welcome, Hello, are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope?
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside.
Oh, I'm scared.
What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. We needed a separate text line for that, didn't we? What I found was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but... there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the Headmaster's room and we looked at that file... Mookero Ikusaba? And this girl is... What? Why?
So everyone's memories were taken.
Why is Mookero here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here posed like this is weird enough by itself.
Celeste looks so uncomfortable. Yeah, she does.
She's just back there.
And we're all wearing matching uniforms.
No, we're not.
I don't remember anything like this.
No, we're really not.
Wait, is Makoto in this photograph?
And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture.
There we go. Shout out to Junko being blocked by Taka's arm.
Yeah, that's really good.
Thanks, Taka. Also, he's latched onto Sakura's arm.
That's really cute.
And Sakura's got her hand on Ifumi's head. I'm gonna fucking die, guys.
Byakuya has a beard. Yeah. Yeah, Leon and Sayaka, though.
Oh, God. This hurts me.
And I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture. But what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean... could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kinda getting in the way standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out. But... I told you I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? I'd be totally out of left field.
Oh, wait. Does that mean the Mastermind's in there just key smashing?
Yeah.
I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Group photo. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looked so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that?
What is Hifumi again?
The ultimate fanfic creator. Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. So Makoto would be like, he wants to go find
Wait,
everyone.
what was that map?
That's the overlay display map.
I've never seen this before. That's really cool.
I forgot it existed. Byakuya's just hanging out in the archive then.
I guess let's talk to Byakuya. Have we given Kyoko enough time to learn?
Did y'all not use that map ever? No.
That is my first time seeing that map.
I just don't think about it, and I like running around madly without any direction. Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends.
Huh?
Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the... Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposefully trying to avoid me.
The tables have turned.
Now Byakuya doesn't want our attention, instead of forcing us into it.
Right, alright.
Hero be in the garden. Hero, my guy. Hey, Hero. Makoto. What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No. Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. It was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? Raw.
Oh, is Kyoko checking bodies?
I decided to visit the biolab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got there... Oh, Toko.
Oh.
Was her, passed out, again. Huh? Toko? Oh, Toko. Toko, you alright? Toko, are you okay? No. She's not dead, is she? Makoto. Hey, Jill.
Nice.
It's cold! It's super cold! It's so cold I think I might catch cold! If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will...
I see.
What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me getting all excited, weren't you?
A little bit.
No, I wasn't.
Have you reached that certain age?
Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. The last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate.
She sure did just say bazinga.
She did say bazinga.
Oh my god.
And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. But all I want to know right now is where's my little darling? Tell me now or I'll slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya is around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so.
Oh, I'm on fire.
I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things Master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Gee, Makoto, I wonder. The fridge. It's open.
The fridge.
The fridge.
But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Hi, Kyoko.
Right.
She faints so easily.
Have you been here the whole time?
Kyoko!
Makoto,
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen,
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
it would seem
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and, well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her?
anyway.
We should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto,
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mookero's body is in here. Mookero's corpse? Mookero's body is inside the fridge? Stop calling it a
see.
fridge. Just like every other time, the Mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The Mastermind did it? Guess they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So,
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body.
Finally.
Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto,
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the Mastermind by the tail. Okay, so, what should I do?
so then,
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there? That's it? The fridge meant for storing dead bodies. Can't do it. I can't look inside.
Dakota, you've seen so many dead bodies in the last couple of weeks.
Maybe you just look at the tarp again.
You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. It's the same one it's the same as the one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember that tarp, it had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the biolab and took it over there. Tarp.
Tarp. Yeah.
Hey, Kyoko, are you done yet?
Should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the Mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Yo! He just really doesn't want to look, huh? What about the table? More importantly, what? You want to talk to Kyoko again? Oh my god.
Okay, what else can we check in here?
Look at the freezers.
It would seem...
Oh. It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around the number of lights that are on, including Mookero's, there's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights?
Wait a second. 9 lights. But there's 6 people left alive. That's 15, not 16. What's going on here?
Okay, Mookero, I'm done. Already? Geez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood. It seems highly likely that the stomach wound and the blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? The explosion, the identity is unknown. Before the blast, stabbed a single time, struck in the head, covered with other wounds, but these are several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However...
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then...
But what if Mookero herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least...
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future.
hey,
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time.
Let's see your measurements.
Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mookero's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right?
Are those? Why are those her vitals?
You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
indeed,
and don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
indeed.
Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mookero Ikusaba.
What?
And
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mookero's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kinda sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
whew,
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead.
Appalling.
So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now...
Then why didn't you just do it?
Hey, Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What? So,
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the Headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because,
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the Headmaster, about your father.
what? If that's true,
Could that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto,
I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own 2 eyes. Well, let me give you the Headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
so,
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. DVD? And it says, Class 78 Urgent Interviews.
So,
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize
Thanks.
exactly what it means. Oh. Gaia.
What happened?
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. No, to the punishment room now. Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble?
I have all day.
Ramble?
in other words,
So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask, for the rest of my life, and all because of the Mastermind.
however,
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the Mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the Mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burn with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the Mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto,
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
so then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth.
Don't you mean the multimedia room?
But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Attaboy, Mookero.
I can't do this all the time.
Yeah, she will no doubt try and steal it.
Oh, you're preventing me from eating my taco. I'm not gonna move you.
She looks so happy.
Yeah. Who would dare interrupt?
This is not the correct way. Mookero jogging backwards. Water. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. You better be petting Bean for Gaia, apparently.
I am.
Well, then I'd better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor.
What if I made potatoes instead of rice today?
I don't know. You want potatoes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
then.
making potatoes with our gravy.
Okay, cool. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds. But to me it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in the school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up till now. But this, only this. I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. I say out loud. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Hello. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Mookero, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other.
I understand.
He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Mookero, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out.
Oh, I guess I was wrong. I thought that's where that was going.
From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya. Toko. Hina. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever. And then... Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up. The monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke. Out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, when it doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure my ass, you cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the question, oh, and they'd all say yes. Consume!
Consume?
I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh.
Gobble.
But as I did, I remembered something.
Gobble the world. Compilation every time we reference Awakening. Or Ben Drowned. Everything.
That's right. It would seem...
She lost her memory.
Hey,
A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in the favor of the Mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Hey.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black,
Stop waxing poetic and just
there
say it.
is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning.
Hurry up, Monokuma.
Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line.
You funny.
I don't have a choice. I have to do this.
Everyone knows there's like a few more games. We know it's not the final one, Makoto.
Okay then. This is the end. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto,
You're here early, Makoto.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said, Byakuya. Byakuya? They arrived, one after another. But they were all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hero? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appeared.
Ah, I'm late!
Oh, I'm on fire.
Ah, strong silent master is so wonderful, so cool, so hot, my lines are ablaze!
Yes,
Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
my beautiful scissors.
With my scissor-sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If that's what master wants, it can be boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. It's my favorite Kyoko line ever.
Oh my god. Absolutely incredible.
Real quick. Okay, we good. I was worried for a second.
Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin. Iconic.
Oh man, we've been going for 3 hours already.
The final class trial is going to be slathered in pitch black despair, climaximum sorrow.
that's fine.
So, I have to use the bathroom.
So do I.
Alright. So we've chosen a perfect time for an intermission. Once we get to the trial.
You're right. This is the final class trial. And this time, it'll be fair. What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Fuck is up with
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows.
Wait, what did he just say?
What? He said he's feeling white.
Monokuma sure did just say, hey, I'm white.
That despair is, my dear, dead to hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure. Let's begin the trial already.
I appeared to have dropped a cheese.
I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
So don't try and run away.
I feel like I should do that at least once. The laugh.
Oh.
Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared.
I want to know why everyone's mad.
Whatever.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready.
so,
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Yeet. Started making my way toward the opening. Step after step toward that gaping maw. I'd resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body. And finally on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper still. And deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper it fell. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound too disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. Look who's back. What could have been seconds or centuries later? I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. This is the final trial site? What do you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Well then, let's begin! There she blows.
Monokuma's in the 16th seat because Monokuma.
The 16th student
lying hidden somewhere in the school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for him. Her layout.
I know, it's really good. Mookero Karamba. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is...
Oh, he sure is lying somewhere in the school. Physically.
What I'm gonna do is...
He's also lying to our faces.
He sure is. I'm gonna refresh the stream and go take a break, go get my dinner, pee, all that good stuff, and then we'll be in for the long haul. So, I'll be back. I'm just ending this part.
And I'll be back too!
Yeah, Circle will be here. So that's the plan.
Alright. See y'all in a bit.